Welcome back to Big Ambitions, everybody. We're down here by Manhattan Luxury Cars. Today I want to open a bookstore, but I also want to cover the update for optimization number 3. So let's go inside. One of the things that they did during EA8 is they actually took one of the old vehicles and they put a new vehicle in, the L6. It's $156,000. We're going to purchase one of these today. Let's go outside and get into the vehicle. Now what I'd like to do, because I want to cover the usable items, which is part of this update, which is the quality of life. What I want to do is head over here to our Best Styles clothing store, and also I need to head to Best Electronics. So I'm going to set my destination and we're head over in that direction. There have been multiple things that they have updated. I plan to cover those during this video. All right, so let's go ahead and head over there to Best Styles to pick up some clothing, and then we'll head over to Best Electronics to pick up some electronics. I'll catch up with you over there. All right, we have arrived over at Best Electronics and Best Styles. Let's go in the electronics store first. And the reason I'm here is I need to pick up 2 items. The earbuds and the headphones. So these are 2 items that you can now currently use in the game. So let's go and check out. Now if you own a store like an electronics store or clothing store, you can actually just get the items from your store. Let's go and put this in the car, and then we'll head over to Best Styles to pick up a couple clothing that we can actually put on our new wardrobe. Let's go ahead and pick up some clothing. I'm going to pick up 5 of those and pretty much 5 of these. I don't think that the new wardrobe is going to handle too many items, so let's check out. Let me go and put these in my vehicle and we'll head down the street to get some fruits and veggies. Well, lucky for us, we have one right down the street. So I'm going to set destination and we're going to head down there. Now, if you like this kind of content, please make sure to leave a like on the video. It helps out. Also, consider subscribing. Over 90% of the viewers that watch this channel are not subscribed. Anyway, we're going to stop here at the LH Fruit Market. Let's pick up some pears. Let's get some apples. Of course, let's get some carrots, some more pears, I guess, and some tomatoes. I think that would be good enough. Let's go ahead and check out. We'll put this in our vehicle as well. I did forget one actually. We need to head back over to the Best Styles really quickly. I forgot to pick up the jewelry. So let's go and get another shopping basket and let's go and pick up some jewelry. I just want the expensive jewelry, and this will all make sense in a few minutes. So please continue watching. Let's go ahead and throw this in our car. All right, now I'm going to head on to the house and we're going to cover the usable items. Now, if you're wondering where you can buy those usable items, I will show you here as soon as we get back to the house. I will show you now what the usable items are. There's actually 7 of them, but before we go there, let's go ahead and rent the retail space for our new bookstore. There is a good reason why I selected the bookstore. So let's see what kind of retail spot we have available. Actually, there's one right across the street from Quick and Fast. This should work. So it looks like it's $2,100 deposit, $450 utility, and $70 a day. Let's rent it. And of course, it's going to be a bookstore. And the name is going to be Reads a Lot, which is quite funny since I actually don't read books. So that's all done. We now have a location selected for our bookstore. So here are the 7 new usable items: a bookshelf, jewelry box, fruit bowl, umbrella stand, wardrobe wall, headphones, and earbud stand. All right, so the bookshelf can actually just go right here by the kitchen. That will be good enough. The jewelry box is going to sit under the TV. The fruit bowl, of course, it's going to be placed in the kitchen. Now, have you ever been in the situation where you're actually struggling to move the camera around so you can see? Well, guess what? You don't have to deal with that anymore. You can actually take the walls down now, which I find to be awesome. The umbrella stand can sit here. The wardrobe can sit on the wall back here. And the headphones and the earbud stands can sit on my computer desk. So we have everything there. Now let's head outside. I'm gonna grab a hand truck because I'm probably gonna need it, and we'll get the other additional items out of the car. So I'm gonna set all these on the counter in the kitchen for now, and we'll go through them one by one. And let's go ahead and put the hand truck back. We don't need it. So the first one we're picking up is the headphones and the earbuds. So they can go on their stand, and check it out. You even have a light that shows you that the earbuds are charging. All right, what's in the next paper bag? So the next one is the clothing. So let's go over here and put these on the wardrobe. As you can see, they are now hanging. I believe I have one more. Nope. Next is the fruits and veggies. They can go in the fruit bowl. Last but not least is the jewelry. So we'll go ahead and put the jewelry in. And as you can see, now we have jewelry, we have headphones, earbuds, and we have clothing on our wardrobe. As far as the rest of the stuff, I think I'm just going to add it to the fridge. Actually, the fridge is full, so I guess not. Can I just consume these items? Absolutely, I can. Now, the fruit bowl does work. You can actually use it to eat. The headphones actually work as well. So if I take the headphones, and now you can see Ralph, the character, has headphones on. Now, any item, including the umbrella, the earbuds, if you want to remove them, you just click on this link by the character, and you can actually remove the headphones, earbuds, or whatever else you decide to use. Now, if you go over here to your new wardrobe and you click on it, they have put some more selections of clothing items, including shirts, pants, and shoes, now that you can change into, which is really cool. Also, I like the fact that you can now hang clothes on here. Let's go over there and take a look at it really quick, just to see what it looks like. Now you can take the walls off, even in retail locations, pretty much anywhere. So as you can see, all the walls are down right now, so you have an open concept of what's going on. So it's your standard retail C2 store. Now what I want to do is I want to head down to Interior Installation Firm. I'll show you why I want to select a bookstore. That umbrella stand can go into bookstores, can go into flower shops, and it can also go into gift shops, which we know I have a gift shop. All right, so let's go ahead and head down to the Interior Installation Firm and see how much that's going to cost us. I'm going to estimate around $200,000 to get everything put in the bookstore that we need, but we'll find out as soon as we get there. We have made it to the Interior Installation Firm. All right, let's go ahead and preview this. So it's going to be a retail, it's going to be a C2, and if you're wondering, if you're new to Big Ambition, where you find that information, if you go to your maps and you click on the retail space that you have rented, it is right here. You can find out what type of retail store you have available. So this one is a C2. All right, let's go back and take a look at it. So retail C2 is going to be a bookstore, and it's going to be the classic design because that's all we have available. And this is what it looks like. And you can even take the walls down here as well. I think this is awesome. I really do. This helps me so much. Okay, so this is what the bookstore is going to look like when it's done. So now let's go talk to someone to help us out with this. So we'll talk to this agent over here. So I would like you to actually design Reads a Lot, our bookstore, on day 205. Classic design, yeah. $203,675 firm. Do you accept that we will sell all existing interior found in the building and subtract it from your total price? Yes. Okay. We're on our way to the United Gasoline Station because there's a few things that they've done with the vehicles. One, we now have turn signals so we can let drivers know which way we're turning, which I find to be really cool. The other thing, the vehicle can actually start looking like it's dirty now as time goes on. Also, the other thing, because the vehicle can become dirty, if you go to any one of these gas station repair shops, besides not only being able to repair your vehicle, $17,000, what? Okay, so I guess I'll repair the vehicle, and you can also wash the vehicle for $50. And we might as well fill it with gas. We spent all this money, might as well spend another $22, right? Okay, it's back in perfect shape. We'll see how long that lasts, especially how I drive. Now, we're actually on our way back to the house. We can go take a look at the finished bookstore once they get done installing it. Alright, I'll catch up with you on day 205, which is a Tuesday. As you can see, we're back home. Let's watch some TV. I want to show you a new feature with the character. Back in the day, you used to stand in front of the TV to watch TV. Now the character actually sits on the furniture, which is really cool actually. I'm going to go in game a little bit for a few hours, and then we'll get to day 205. Now please stay with me. I'm going to get up about roughly around 8 o'clock in the morning. Now they have changed the notification. They have consolidated your notifications. Back in the day, you get a whole list of them, and now it's a much shorter list, which I'm very happy about, and you can see a lot of the alerts have went away. Now, all right, let's go take a look at the notifications that they sent. So basically, they're telling me that they have finished the installation of our bookstore, which is great. Now, if you come over here to the imports and goods, Patricia is my logistics manager. So if something goes wrong and deliveries are not being delivered at the warehouse, let me know. Like for Starlight Coffee, croissants, cupcakes, and donuts, there is a problem with, which I've already fixed. That was all that alerts on the side there just a moment ago. But wait, there is more. All right, let's head outside. I believe it's in this vehicle over here is what I'm looking for. Yes, we now have a job board. Let me show you how this thing works. It's actually pretty cool. So let me find some interior wall that I can actually place this on. It can go right here. So if you place this in the store, so read a lot's jobs, if you apply the change and we zoom in here, you can see now it's listed on our board. So if we have a customer that's looking for a job here at the bookstore, or any one of the other 7 stores I have, they can click on this board and all the candidates will show up here. It changes the way that you actually get employees. Now the other ways still work. You still have your headhunter that you can use if you want. You also have the recruitment centers that you still have that you can use. Okay, so next one I want to talk about is the scheduler. We will actually hire these 4 candidates. And I hope that they don't go to the assigned business. So let me go and change that. So all 4 are going to go to reads a lot instead. Now let's go filter by task. Let's go ahead and assign them to the business. Okay, so now we have 4 employees that are assigned to reads a lot. Now let's see if we have any staff to help keep the place clean. So we have 6 employees now that are ready to work, correct? If we go back and we go to HR manager, I want to assign all of these employees to this manager. HR managers deal with schedule employee demands, and they also are the ones that deal with the health insurance. So if we take a look at our new scheduler, you can actually change the station names, the registered names to whatever you want. If you click on the employee list, you can see all the employees, their demands, how much they make, how many hours they work, all the information is right here. But if you want to get down into the details, you can always come on this side and change the filters. So you can look just only at your part-time or full-time. You can look at their salaries. Now, if you have a headquarters and you have an HR manager or a headhunter or purchasing agents, they require different types of equipment. You can also filter that here as well. Now, there's a couple options. You can manually put the employees in your schedule, which you will have to do if you do not have the HR manager, or you can autofill. Now, there are 2 different autofills now. There's the fast and then there's the long, which takes a little bit more time. As you can see, now all employees have been scheduled the proper hours. New scheduler, it actually takes all the employees' demands into consideration. Now, say you want to copy Monday to Tuesday, you could do that, no problem. You can copy it. This is a much better process than what it used to be. I'm very happy with the new schedule and how they have managed to make this work. Before we forget what we're doing, let's go and add the new location to the logistics manager so our books get dropped off. So that would be reads a lot. I'm just going to deliver like 800 each. That's all done. Now the books will get delivered. So let's get out of the store. Let's go back to the apartment and I'll catch up with you on Wednesday, day 206. As you can see, all the books have been delivered to the store. Let's go and open the store now. We'll take a look at inventory and pricing. Just to be a little bit over the lowest market price, I'll raise it up by 20 cents. If you remember, I said I would tell you how to get the umbrellas. So let's go and do that now. And also the umbrellas, as far as I'm aware, and where's my car? As far as I'm aware, the umbrellas, you cannot charge for umbrellas in the store. They are free of charge to any customer that will want them. Now, if you come up here and you're trying to figure out where you get items, this is very helpful, by the way. So if we go to bookstore, we go to umbrella, you can see that you get them from the jet cargo imports, and you also see that you can get them from the wholesaler. So if we go and we open this up and we scroll down, it's going to cost almost $1,400 for 200 units of umbrellas. So that's quite expensive, by the way. If you're looking for your usable items, what you would need to do is you would need to call the furniture store. This is a store that you either go to in person or you can order through your contacts. There's the bookshelf. Now, James Lawns, this chair is something new that you can actually put in your apartment or pretty much anywhere. So here's the earbud stand, the fruit bowl. There's the jewelry box, the headphone stand. There's the umbrella stand, and there's your wardrobe wall. So all 7 items can be simply purchased from this store. The only one that you cannot purchase from this particular store, the furniture store, is the job board. The job board is actually something that you'd have to either go down to AJ Peterson's and Sons. You can order a job board through calling them or going in person. Now, I would recommend that you probably go in person because unless you're spending over $2,000 at this store, they're not going to deliver it to you. Just keep that in mind. All right, now I'm going to take you down to where you get the umbrellas. And then we're going to head over to our warehouse and then I'll show you the other update. Where you would buy the umbrellas, they're about $1,400 for 200 units of them. So I will purchase 1 box for now. And let's go check out and then we'll head down the road to the warehouse. After the warehouse, we will actually go discuss the new character customization. All right, so we just purchased those. I have no clue why I purchased those because I have like, what, 1,500 of those in my warehouse right now. Let's go ahead and make a right turn here. And we're really close. It's right here on the corner. If we ever got into the situation where this warehouse was completely full, instead of actually just buying a new warehouse or going through all that process and that expense, now the employees are trained to consolidate boxes. They had a bunch of these boxes that only had half of the supply in them. Employees would come along and move them into other boxes. So they would be back at 100% full. And this actually just not only reduces space, but also it prevents you from having to expand your warehouse or buy more warehouse in the future. So we're going to go look at the character creation and then we're going to go back over to the bookstore and take one more look since it's now open. Okay, so this is the new character creation. You still have your random appearance. You still have the random names if you like to use that option. You still have your 2 original slide bars that you can use. They added a 3rd one as well. As you can see, there's a mustache and beard now available. You can change the nose. You can change the eye shape. There are so many different options now that you can do in this game. Different haircuts are now available with a lot more different colors. You have the option to customize your beard or your mustache. There are different types of clothing available, including shirts, pants, and shoes. And I know I covered that when I talked about the usable items earlier. There are so many new things you can do with character customization now. All right, the bookstore is now officially open. All the books look like they've been delivered. That is great. Let's go check the back. Let's go ahead and take down the walls one more time just to take a look at it. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope this was helpful. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button. It helps me out. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you would consider subscribing, it would mean the world to me. And until the next time, I'll talk to you then. And goodbye.